It's time. It's New Comic Book Day. It's my favorite day of the week. Let's just get on with it, man. It was a big, healthy, thick stack once again. Ugh. I can't stop. Can't stop. I guess we're starting with DC on account of that's what's on the top of the pile, so. Batman. Oh. Look at that. Batman number 98, part 4 of the Joker War. You're obviously reading this. I do believe it is a Harley Quinn punchline rematch. DCeased, Dead Planet, my most anticipated DC book of the week. I think DCeased is just absolutely incredible. Tom Taylor could do no wrong. If you're not reading DCeased, you're truly missing out. You go back, read all of the original DCeased, was it like 6 issues, and then read Unkillables, which is a 3-parter, and now we got ourselves some Dead Planet, which is a 7-parter, part 3 here. This is the book. Come on. It's proof that Tom Taylor is the greatest. He's the greatest. You think you've heard zombies before? Not so much. Strange Adventures, number 5 of the 12-part series. Yeah, I mean, I'll get around to it once it's all said and done. I'm going to give it the old Mr. Miracle treatment. And by that, I mean try to comprehend it all at once, because I love the first issue, I did. And then I tried to read the second issue a month later, and I was like, oh, I don't know. I'm going to have to read it all at once. I got to know what the fuck's going on here. So, that's where I'm at on that. Dope-ass variant here for Batman 98, by the way. I pick up everything Francesco Mattina as much as I can. Obviously, you're fucking, I mean, come on. Punchline, Joker. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. Shazam! Number 14. This series is fucking incredible, man. Jeff Johns and Dale Eaglesham are killing it. Undeniable. I love it. It's Superboy Prime. Look at that. Superboy Prime shows up. Gonna be a good one. Batman, The Adventures Continue. Number 4. Yeah. I was late to this one. Added it to the pull list at number 2, which turns out was the good thing to do, because that's the hot book, I guess. But I did track down to number 1. But I'm not really reading it week to week. It's just something I'll have in my collection, and yeah, there we go. Gotta love some Batman adventures. Is that Phantasm holding like an Azrael sword? I don't know what's going on. There's a lot going on that cover. It's interesting. Justice League is up to number 52 already, so congratulations there. Is that almost, it's like 2 weeks. Or 2 years is what I mean to say. 2 years. I'm a little behind, but, you know, I guess I kind of blame that on Snyder not writing it anymore. It's not that I have anything against the people doing Justice League now. It's after Snyder's 50 issues, or 48 issues, I guess, it feels like they almost should have just rebooted it. I feel like nothing mattered for a while. So, yeah, I'm 50, 51, 53 issues behind. I stopped reading or fell behind. Then I don't want to say I stopped reading. I fell behind at issue 50. And that does it for DC. Tons of indie books this week, and if you're an Aliens fan, you'd probably already heard the news. Marvel's taken over. This will probably be one of the last Alien books we get. The other one they were doing was the Alien vs. Predator, Thicker Than Blood, or whatever it is. It seems to be canceled because it's going directly to trade. The solicits are no longer a thing, so this is going to be the last Alien stuff we get out of Dark Horse before Mickey Mouse takes it all over. Can you imagine? Just imagine all that. But yes, no, something I just happen to love in my collection as a Xenomorph fanatic. This, I think, is going to be super hot. I'm just speculating here, but we only find them when they're dead. It's Al Ewing and it's Simone DeMeo. It's Immortal Hulk and it's Power Rangers, if that's as far as creators go. Seems like a home run to me. I'm definitely going to give it a shot. How could you not? It's Boom Studios, and I'm telling you, that Netflix first look deal, it could mean something. People like Al Ewing. King of Nowhere, number 5. This is a wacky series, but it's in the collection. I I'm trying. I'm trying to understand what's going on here. I have a feeling it's all going to wrap up very nicely, though. It's the same. It's W. Maxwell Prince. It's the same guy that does Ice Cream Man. So it's twist your brain. Let's put it that way. From Scout Comics, from my buddy Charlie Stickney, White Ash, number 6. Sleeper book of the year, man. Do not sleep on this. It's Lord of the Rings in Pittsburgh, like now. I know it might sound like, why would we just read it? I'm telling you, Charlie Stickney is an incredibly talented creator. Connor Hughes' art, undeniable. It's a beautiful, beautiful book, and I'm somebody that doesn't really care for Lord of the Rings, and I don't like the Steelers, but I'm still into this book. So I could imagine the people that are into that kind of stuff. And not that the Steelers play a big part of that. I'm just Pittsburgh is the only relation I have to. Go Ravens. Bitterroot, number 10. Gotta love some Bitterroot, man. Chuck Brown is an absolute beast. Sanford Green, David Walker. I mean, it's fun stuff. I'm still trying to figure out what the ultimate message to this book is. But if you just look at it on a surface level, it's a fun monster book. Is it supposed to be divisive? Still trying to figure that out, but it's definitely woke. No Heroin, number 2, from old Frankie Gogol. I don't think he likes to be called Frankie. I've never called him Frankie. His name's Frank Gogol. He's been on the podcast. Yeah, well, No Heroin. I mean, it's vampires and it's drugs and it's depressing is what it is. That's Frank Gogol does best, is he depresses you. I'm a little too happy to be reading it, but I have enough faith in the book in the creator and everything about it to still want to have it in my collection. It's just on a really, really blue day, maybe I'll pick it up. I did read issue 1, and it's sad. It's sad. Ice Cream Man, issue number 20. This is the second print. I mean, that first Dr. Seuss cover was blowing up. I think it's still going for like 15 or 20 bucks on eBay, so it's only a matter of time. I haven't looked at the prices yet on this, but who knows where this is going to be at. Yeah, man. Fucking A. Dr. Seuss, right? This... Sea of Stars. This is a book that you should not sleep on. Jason Aaron and Dennis Hallam, or Dennis Hopeless. You may know him as Stephen Green and Rico Renzi. This is a... I don't know what to say about it other than you're just going to have to read it for yourself. This is the beginning of the second arc, and I'm so glad this wasn't just a mini-series. I want to see how far this goes. You know, I can see this going 30 issues. I could also see it stopping at like 12 or 18 as well. I don't know. Jason Aaron, I truly believe, is one of the greatest writers in comics right now. From Image Comics, we've got Monstrous, number 30. I just added this to my pull list at issue number 30. It's been highly recommended to me. The thing is I haven't gotten around to reading it. I did pick up the first volume of the trade, and my girl, she's quality controlling it for me. So as soon as she's done with the last volume of Saga, she's going to get on the Monstrous and tell me how it is. But in the meantime, I've got Monstrous on the pull list. The Fiorenza Trampia. This is some Sean McArdle wonderfulness. Sean McArdle was on the podcast, and it's beautiful. It's an incredibly funny story. I read the first 2 issues and thought, well, when it all wraps up, I'm going to want to read it all together. This is an oversized 5th issue, and it wraps up here. So I will get to read The Fiorenza Tramp all the way through, and it's wunderbar. On the Stump. More Chuck Brown badassness. On the Stump, number 5. I believe this is how the government should be run. And if you want to know what I mean by that, pick up this book. Find out for yourself. Good shit. And last from the huge, thick stack of indies, we've got Firepower number 3. I read the first issue, and, honestly, I wasn't really impressed. But I know how these Kirkman books blow up, and as somebody that understands the value of speculation, that's what it is. I understand the value of speculation. Kept it on the pull list, and then knowing that, you know, Kirkman said this issue 3 is going to be the issue that makes it all good. Just kind of bullshit. We had to wait 3 issues, but I mean, that's all subjective, obviously. I'm not saying you, yeah. I mean, I picked it up still. Here I am. Now, I will go through and read 1, 2, and 3, and I'm going to give it a fair shot. What happens from there? I don't know. Probably not going to fall for it any further than the first 3 issues if I don't dig it there. But if this actually spins around into something cool, there we go. Right now, it's just kind of about a guy that has power fireballs it doesn't want to use. From Marvel Comics, I picked up some second prints. I picked up a couple because I guess, I mean, Black Winter's pretty badass, right? I picked up both, actually, third printings of Thor #5, first appearance of the Black Winter. I guess you can't really go wrong with these these Marvel multiple printings right now. Everything is printed in such a minimal scale these days because motherfuckers don't get on the FOCs. So yeah, this is what we get out of it. I guess we benefit from it as well. The people that do get on the FOCs. In the meantime, everybody else got. I don't know. There's a bunch. They become valuable over time. I think these reprints are becoming more valuable than ever. So that's why I'm picking it up, I guess. Miles Morales #18. There is a first appearance of Clone Miles in here, so probably gonna turn out to be a hot book and heat up, I would imagine. To get in on that, that's part of the whole outlawed thing that they're doing right now. I'm off and on reading Miles, but I have the whole series. Avengers of the Wastelands #5. This is wrapping up this little mini series here that spun from the pages of Dead Man Logan. That's what it was. Was it? Yeah, Dead Man Logan. And it was, this is good stuff. Good stuff. I don't sleep on the Avengers of the Wastelands. Just because it's not worth a whole bunch of money right now doesn't mean that Marvel doesn't plan on doing something with it. The fact that, I mean, there's a lot to say about it. Ed Brisson's gonna fucking kill it. You'll see. That's what he's gonna be famous for. If he's not famous enough already, he's gonna go down as the guy that created the Avengers of the Wastelands. Cable #4 already. We went so long without Cable. Now we've got lots of Cable. Tying into the X of Swords as well as it should be on account of this was, you know, Cable has a sword now. It's good stuff. I didn't think that I would stay on Cable as long as I did, to be honest, but damn it, when you have Jerry Duggan and Phil Noto doing it, you can't really go wrong. I'm a Jerry Duggan fanatic, so just saying. Oh yeah, what do we have here? Yes, it is. It's Wolverine #5. Benjamin Percy's a monster right now. We've got Omega Red, we've got Dracula, and we've got vampire armies, and we've got Wolverine. This is the book right here. I think, man, Wolverine's really taken off as being the best X title. X-Force is up there, but Wolverine. This Omega Red Dracula tie-in thing, very good, very good. More from the mutant universe. We've got New Mutants, no relation to the movie, or is it? I don't know. #12, more Ed Brisson. Fucking A, am I right? Actually, I'm not reading New Mutants, but I do have all 12 issues. It's continuing to stay on my pull list because I'm a masochist and I hate money. But I also respect the shit out of what the Marvel's doing with these mutants, man. And I don't think there's a series out there that I don't have all of the issues to. Ever since the dawn of X, I've got them all. I'm a masochist. We've got Black Widow, #1. Tying us in there to the movie potentially. I don't know, I haven't read it yet, but pretty stoked on it. It's Kelly Thompson, so you can't really go wrong there. And then I did pick up the JSC variant, little J. Scott Campbell action. Marvel Zombies Resurrection #1. I'm sorry. I love the Marvel Zombies. I do. Oh shit! Look at that. Look at the variant I got. That's not the one I picked up. But you know what? That's secretly that's kind of the one that I wanted because I love me some X-23. That's fucking badass. Like, look at that. Surprise! See, I just noticed that when you have this many books to go through every week, you still slip through the cracks. You take pictures of them before you do this, then you bag and board them, or then you catalog them, then you bag and board them. So I technically look at all the books 3 times before I do this, and I still miss shit like that. I love it. I can't wait for this. Galactus with the zombie virus. I tell you what, we got a little Fantastic Four #23. This is my favorite of all the Empyre tie-ins, or with or how the Fantastic Four are involved. I think this is the best that Fantastic Four has been in this entire series, and that's still saying something. It is. I'm enjoying the shit out of Fantastic Four. Hawkeye Freefall #6. This wraps it up. I do believe, unless we get a continuation, but that hasn't been solicited yet. I can't wait to see what Rosenberg does with this little 6-arc piece that he did with Hawkeye, man. I know that this has been an incredibly fun series. It got moved to the digital only for a while. And then fans like us, fans like you, said, oh, hell no. This shit's way too good to just cut us off from. Otto Schmidt and Matthew Rosenberg are just... And we got it back, and here we are. I get to finish the collection in print. I knew holding out on buying the digital would do it. I knew it. I got the variant for Empyre #6. This is it. It's all wrapping up. I love it. I think that what Al Ewing and Dan Slott have done with the help of Valerio Schiti and Marte Garcia, this has been another fun Marvel event. I know a lot of people bitch about the Marvel events, but you know, War of the Realms, as many times as there were to that, I love the majority of them, and that's the majority. Absolute Carnage, you know, I thought the bulk of that story was good. It wasn't necessarily the tie-ins that I was interested in, but the bulk of that, the meat of the story was good. Fucking Empyre and Iron Man 2020, they've all... Iron Man 2020 had awesome tie-ins, you know, they were hit and miss, but the ones that were hit were home runs. Don't listen to just the Marvel trolls that gave up on Marvel events a few years ago. See for yourself. Yeah. So, this is it. It's been a big, huge, thick, fat, gnarly new comic book day. You gotta go support your LCSs. Yeah, any way you can. If you can't, hop on the Facebook, believe it or not, and there's some amazing new book pre-sale live auctions out there, like Hooked on Comics. They're worth a Google. Just Google Hooked on Comics. Yeah, that's it. That does it. It's been fun. Cheers, fuckers.